My name is Kathryn and I've been going to Cook's Children's for at least a year now for ulcerative colitis. It's something to do with your colon, like your large intestines, where it's inflamed, and ulcers, which are basically kind of, if you've ever had like a sore in your mouth, imagine that, but like in your ulcer. It's not very nice, I guess. If you could, let's put it like that. I've been doing art for at least for as long as I remember. I started taking it seriously when I was like 8 to 10. I guess it helped me process it a little bit. Like, art is, when I do things I want for art, it's like a downtime to me. It just kind of like gives me time to reflect and think, other than just staring at a wall. It's like the other kind of like just like processing time, I guess. I have ADHD too, so it's like whenever I try to think of a single thing, it's like bees in your head. I guess off the top of my head, I would have to say Steven Hillenburg, like the creator of SpongeBob. That was my single greatest, my mom knows that. That is my single greatest inspiration for just cartoons in general. Really, really sad when I found out he died. And it just kind of motivated me to push a little harder, and ever since then, my art has gotten better and better, I guess. The thing with being an artist is that people are going to tell you that's not a real job, you can't do that. Or the fact that artists, animators in general do get paid, severely underpaid, along with like things like school teachers. It's basically you can't have something without art. Art is everywhere. It's on these books. Someone took the time out of their day to draw those things. It can be music, drawing, editing. People are going to tell you that what you're doing isn't a real thing. It's just a hobby. When without art, life is very, very bleak. My goal overall is just to have fun with what I'm doing, not do things that challenge me so I can get better, and do things for other people, so maybe like be a commissioner or a freelance artist, animator for cartoons, or I'm really taking a dabble in like the older 90s cartoons, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Looney Tunes. But I've just kind of been observing cartoons as like how are they made, behind the scenes kind of stuff, storyboards, all that kind of jazz. It's really, really interesting to me because it kind of gives me of like, okay, so if I want to make an animated project, how would I do it? Like, could I mix their techniques with my own and just make something? My parents never talked down to me about it. I think my great uncle does art too. He's done a lot of portraits for the family that was in my great-grandmother's house. And he too kind of pushed me into the direction I'm going, because he might have saw himself in it and wanted to push the same thing. People are going to tell you that what you do is stupid or it's not good, but everybody takes their own time to improve. If I listen to the kids at my school, it's like, oh, your art's terrible. Oh, you're never gonna, it's stupid, why are you drawing that? And if I stopped, I wouldn't be to the level I am now. I listen to music a lot. Music gives me ideas. I have so many things I want to do with music that I could possibly never do all of them in this lifetime, because I get demotivated really easily, or it's like, okay, I don't want to do this right now, this is boring. I just like decide, oh, I'll just watch something, and I just continue watching it. I never get it done, which is really frustrating, but what I try to do is listen to music, which kind of helps me focus in a way. I listen to music that somehow correlates with the mood of what you're doing, what you're drawing. And I do a sketch. I do a really coloring, shading, lighting, and all that. I have a harder time with backgrounds because I'm not very familiar with them. Every time you draw, you improve just a little bit.
Yeah.
You might not realize it, but you're improving in something, whether it be like the way you're doing your lines. Look back on your old art.
Yes.
If you want motivation to do something, look back on your old art, like from like a few years ago, and just compare it to now, and you see how much you've improved.
Yeah,
like see something. It might not be very clear. It might, if it's not even that really clear, look how you did the lines, or how you colored, or how you did the sketch. Look how the pose is constructed. That's a really good. Or redraw your old art and see how much you've improved. That's a good, but that's a really good way.